Hello everyone, I am Ankita Avasthi from CSE Department, SIRT. Today we will discuss about classification of computer. We can classify the computers according to the following three criteria: based on operating principle, based on applications, and third one is based on size and capability. Just allow one user to use the program at one time. Multiprocessor support opening the same program more than just one in one CPU. It allows multiple program running at the same time. That is single user classification of computer. Based on the principle of operation, computers are classified into three types: analog, digital computer, and hybrid computer. Next is based on operating principle. First is analog computer. It represents data in the form of continuous electrical signal having a specific magnitude. That means analog computer is a computing device that work on continuous range of values. The analog computers give approximate result since they deal with quantities that vary continuously. It generally deals with physical variable such as voltage, pressure, temperature, speed, etc. It is analog computer, any of a class of devices in which continuously variable physical quantities such as electrical potential, fluid pressure, or mechanical motion are represented in a way analogous to the corresponding quantities in the problem to be solved in analog computer. A computer that operates with numbers represented by directly measurable quantities such as voltage or rotations. Compare digital computer or hybrid computer. It is the earliest computer machines developed and were the among the most complicated machines for analog computation and process control. Analog data is not discrete, but rather is of a continuous nature. Example of such data are pressure, temperature, voltage, speed, and weight. Next is digital computer. Store and process data in digital form. That is digital computer. That means on a digital computer operates on digital data such as numbers. It uses binary number. System in which there are only two digits, 0 and 1. Each is called a bit. The digital computer is designed using digital circuits in which there are two levels for an input or output signal. These two levels are known as logic 0 and logic 1. Digital computers can give the result with more accuracy and at a faster rate, since many complex problems in engineering and technology are solved by the application of numerical methods. The electronic digital computer is very well suited for solving such problems. Hence, digital computers have an increasing use in the field of design, research, and data processing. Digital computers are made for both general purpose and special purpose. It is one that is built for a specific application and used for any type of application. It can store different programs in digital computer. Any of a class of devices capable of solving problems by processing information in discrete form. It operates on data including magnitudes, letters, and symbols that are expressed in binary code using only the two digits, 0 and 1. It is used to process both numeric as well as non-numeric data. It can also perform many arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and logical operation. It is necessary to have a good enough knowledge of programming to work on these type of computer. On the basis of size, digital computer can be broadly classified into four categories: microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer, supercomputer, calculator, digital clock, consumer electronic equipment, etc. Digital technologies are electronic tools, systems, devices, and resources that generate, store, or process data. Well-known examples include social media, online games, multimedia, and mobile phones. In digital computer, internally, computers are digital because they consist of discrete unit called bits that are either or on or off. But by combining many bits in complex ways, computers simulate analog events. In one sense, this is what computer science is all about. It is digital computer. Next one is hybrid computer, a combination of analog computer and digital computer because it encompasses the best features of both. Means a hybrid computing system is a combination of desirable features of analog and digital computer. It is mostly used for automatic operations of complicated physical processes and machines. Nowadays, analog to digital and digital to analog converter are used for transforming the data into suitable form for either type of computation. For example, in hospitals' automated intensive care unit, analog device might measure the patient temperature, blood pressure, and other signs. These measurements, which are in analog, might then be converted into numbers and supplied to digital components in the system. These components are used to monitor the patient sign and send signal. If any abnormal readings are detected, hybrid computers are mainly used for specialized tasks. That is the best example of hybrid computer. Computers that exhibit features of analog computer and digital computer. The digital component normally serve as the controller and provide logical and numerical operations, while the analog component often serve as a solver of differential equation and other mathematically complex problems. It is mainly used for specialized application where both analog and digital data processing is done. For another example, hybrid computer installed on a petrol pump do not only measure the amount of petrol but also calculate its value. In this way, it is capable of both function. That is hybrid computer. This is the example of analog computer. Classification of computer, types of computer, analog. Analog computers are used to process continuous data. Analog computers represent variables by physical quantities. Thus, any computer will solve problem by translating physical condition such as flow, temperature, pressure, angular position, or voltage into related mechanical or electrical related circuits as an analog for the physical phenomenon being investigated in general. I already told about that. This is the diagram of analog computer. This is digital computer represent physical quantities with the help of digits of number. Diagram of digital computer. This is hybrid computer. Various specifically designed computer are with both digital and analog characteristic, combining the advantage of analog and digital computer when working as a system. This is the diagram of hybrid computer. Next is based on application. This general purpose computer. It can work in all environment. General purpose computer is one that, given the appropriate application and required time, should be able to perform most common computing tasks Personal computer, including desktop, notebook, smartphone, tablet, are all example of general purpose computer. General purpose computers are designed to be able to perform variety of tasks when loaded with appropriate program, while spatial purpose computers are designed to accomplish a single task. It can perform on only a specified task. All mainframe, server, laptop, and desktop computer as well as a smartphone and tablets are general purpose devices. General purpose computer designed to be able to perform variety of tasks. And spatial purpose computer, as the name states, a spatial purpose is designed to be a task specific, and most of the time their job is to be solve one particular problem. They are also known as dedicated computer because they have been dedicated to performing a single task over and over again. Computer, as an example, my specific purpose is to persuade the student in my residence hall to protest the proposed housing cost increase is a specific statement of purpose, while my speech will be about why we should protest the proposed housing cost increase is not specific purpose, should be statement, not question. Based on size and capability, depending upon the components used and features of different computer, they are classified into four groups: mini computer, microcomputer, mainframe computer, and supercomputer. This is the mini computer. Mini computers are smaller than mainframe, both in size and other facilities, such as speed, storage, capacity, and other services. They are versatile that they can be fitted wherever they are needed. Their speeds are rated between 1 and 50 million instructions per second, MIPS. They have primary storage in 100 to 300 megabytes range with direct access storage device. That means mini computer that was smaller, less expensive, and less powerful than a mainframe or supercomputer, but more expensive and more powerful than a personal computer. Mini computers were used for scientific and engineering computation, business transaction processing, file handling, and database management. It is also called as a mid-range computer. Mini computers are mainly multi-user system where more than one user can work simultaneously. Mini computer example is Honeywell 200, IBM 400. Mini computer can support multi-user at a time, or you can say that mini computer is a multi-processing system. Next is microcomputer. These are the smallest range of computers. They were introduced in the early 70s, having less storing space and processing speed. Microcomputer of today's are equivalent to the mini computers of yesterday in terms of performing and processing. They are also called computer of a chip because its entire circuitry is contained in one tiny chip. The microcomputer have a wide range of application, including uses as portable computer that can be plugged into any wall. A microcomputer is a complete computer on a small scale designed for use by one person at a time. The microcomputer is now primarily called a personal computer or a device based on a single chip microprocessor. Common microcomputer include laptop and desktop. Next is mainframe computer. Is large size, powerful, multi-user computer that can support concurrent program. That means they can perform different actions or processes at the same time. Informally called a mainframe or big iron, is a computer used primarily by large organizations for critical application like bulk data processing for tasks such as industry and consumer statistics, enterprise, resource planning, and large-scale transaction processing. At their core, mainframe are high-performance computers with large amounts of memory and processor that process billions of simple calculation and transaction in real time. The mainframe is critical to commercial database, transaction server, and application that require high security. It is huge integrated machine with a great amount of memory, storage space, and high-end processors. Large organization may use a mainframe computer to execute large-scale processes, such as processing the organization's payroll. Next is a supercomputer. A supercomputer is a computer with a high level of performance as compared to general purpose computer. Large scientific and research laboratories as well as the government organizations have extraordinary demand for processing data, which required tremendous processing speed, memory, and other services which may not be provided with any other category to meet their needs. The performance of a supercomputer is commonly measured in floating point operations per second instead of million instructions per second. It is a computer that performs at or near the highest operational rate for computer. Supercomputer have been used for scientific and engineering operation that must handle massive database, do a great amount of computation or both. Advanced like multi-core processor and general purpose graphics processing unit have enabled powerful machine that could be called desktop supercomputer or GPU supercomputer. Next is register. In a computer, a register is one of a small set of data holding places that are part of a computer processor. A register may hold a computer instruction, a storage address, or any kind of data. Registers are a type of computer memory used to quickly accept, store, and transfer data and instructions that are being used immediately by the CPU. The register used by the CPU are often termed as processor register. It is used to quickly accept, store, transfer data and instructions that are being used immediately by the CPU. There are various type of register. Those are used for various purpose like accumulator, data register, address register, program counter, memory data register, index register, and memory buffer register. It is a quickly accessible location available to a computer's processor. Registers usually consist of a small amount of fast storage, although some registers have specific hardware function and may be read-only and write-only. Next is bus. In computer architecture, a bus is a communication system that transfers data between components inside a computer or between computers. This expression covers all related hardware components, wire, optical fiber, and software, including communication protocol. Early computer buses were parallel electrical wire with multiple connections. Modern computer buses can use both parallel and bit serial connection. In computer architecture, a bus is a communication system that transfers data between components inside a computer or between computer. This expression covers all related hardware components, wires and optical fiber. This is the diagram of bus architecture: CPU, memory, input and output, control bus, address bus, and data bus, and system bus. Three type of bus are used. Address buses carries memory address from the processor to another component such as primary storage and input output devices. The address bus is unidirectional. Data bus carries the data between the processor and other component. Data bus is bidirectional. Next is control bus is used to transmit different commands or control signal from one component to another component. Suppose CPU wants to read data from main memory. A control signal contain the following: timing information, command signal. Next one is instruction set. The instruction set, or it is the native command issued by the control unit consisting various information like addressing modes, opcode, type, address of data. The instruction set, also called instruction set architecture ISA, is a part of computer that pertain to programming, which is basically machine language. The instruction set provide commands to the processor to tell it what it needs to do. In computer science, and instruction set architecture, also called computer architecture, it is an abstract model of a computer, a device that execute instruction described by that ISA, instruction set architecture, such as central processing unit. It is called an implementation. Example of instructions: add, compare, jump, load, out, and store. Different computer processor can use almost the same instruction set while still having very different internal design. Both the Intel Pentium the instruction set is a group of commands for a central processing unit in machine language. The term can refer to all possible instruction set. Thank you.